because I have refereed his couple of bouts, and he in every bout he comes up with something different. That boy is really to watch for. You'll believe when Mark Goddard designed the youth MMA, we are divided into three categories.
Coach, good morning, and thank you for taking time out for this small series that we are doing. So, how's it going there? I
Uh,
know you have a busy day, so what's going there?
Good morning, Ranjit. First of all, thanks to you that you wanted me to come live on your show, and it's amazing. You people are doing a great work and great job, because it's very important for us to highlight our own athletes. We have been following Conor McGregor, or we have been following in boxing Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, and many other big names like Floyd Mayweather and all. But when it comes to our creating our own stars, we will hardly will have say 8 to 10 maybe names, not more than that. Today, chalo, we are fortunate that in the Olympics, our boxers are doing extremely well. Our players are doing extremely well. Like yesterday, my son showed me, Dad, just see PV Sidhu. She's won the first set. In the second set, she was, just going 50-50. And at a time, it was like that she would lose it. But see, we need to create our own stars. And I think it's thanks to you people that you all are doing great work by promoting the combat game.
Uh, I know you have a busy day, so I'll just start straight into the questions. So, the first question that we got was from Khan Said 1441. So, he has
Okay.
asked how to start an amateur career.
Mr. Khan, it's very important for whichever martial arts you belong. Like, I'll be very honest, when I started my journey, that time MMA was not even in existence. It used to not even exist. There were karate was there, judo was there, taekwondo was also just coming up. It wasn't that much. Because I started my career way back, like I was a kid in 1978. So it's been almost like 43 years in the field of martial arts. So whatever game you are playing, you may be a Muay Thai player, you may be a judo player or a taekwondo or a karate player. Try to improve your level. If you are good at your game, maybe you are a champion or a state level or national level, and if you want to move into MMA, try to learn all the three aspects of MMA, like each and every person knows. MMA, the term itself means mixed martial art. It's a mixture of many games. You start from your striking to take down to the submission wrestling. So whatever things you are doing, try to be the best in that. Try to compete at good level, and then that's how slow and steadily you will progress. You'll start from a club level to a district level to a state level, then you come up to a national level, and once you are good at the national level, you have some medal or credit to yourself, then 100% you will be given a big platform like the IMAF, Warm-up combined, and then the moment you step into the amateur circuit, you will realize how beautiful is this game and how much you need to learn more. We all still learn. I've given my 43 years in the field of martial art, and I still tell people I'm learning. I'm just a student till date. I see others and I keep watching, and that's how you will improve yourself.
Awesome, awesome. So, great answer there. So, the second question that we had was from Daud Khan. So, he has asked FOK 3 Kab Hoga, meaning that Fight of Nights. When will be Fight of Nights 3?
Ranjit, you know it that so many questions are there in the mind. You won't believe in 2019 when we launched the Underground Fight Night, it became a huge success because the concept was something very different. Same 1 year prior to that, we launched the FOK. FOK again is the brainchild of our Chief Delegate of Madhya Pradesh, Mr. Vikas Sharma, and also Mr. Devendra Pratap Singh Tomar. I think he's the person who should take the full credit for FOK and all, because no doubt that his father is the Union Minister of the nation, Mr. Narendra Singh Tomarji. Great respect to sir. And Devendra Pratap has been a lover of sports. He is also the vice president in the Hockey India, along with our Indian Olympic president, Mr. Narendra Batra. But this guy was keen on the combat sport, and when the concept of MMA was taken to him, he immediately agreed to become the state president in Madhya Pradesh, and that's how he launched the FOK. Now it's been 3-4 times they have done great shows of FOK. Now also, there are something very big going to happen. I don't want to announce it right now. Otherwise, that people, Arey sir, hua nahi, aapne bol diya. That is, people think they say and they don't deliver. I don't want to, be counted myself in those categories. I say one thing, when we say we will do it, and 100%, we are only looking to see to that once this pandemic slows down. See, now also we know that the second wave, nobody expected the second wave in the month of April and May, and it really created a havoc. I'll be very honest to you, when in Lucknow we conducted the nationals, because our national state president in Lucknow himself is a cabinet minister, Mr. Brajesh Pathak, for social law and justice. We were also thinking that everything is so smooth in UP, everything good. And you know, couple of MLAs and ministers came over to our shows, including our own global brand, goodwill brand ambassador, Mr. Sunil Shetty, and also came over. But you'll believe one of the MLA who had come to wish us good luck, today he's no more. I'm very sorry to say that. My condolences to him and his families, because this corona is something which still we are clueless. And now also people are threatening, the AIMS directors are threatening, even the WHO is threatening that the third wave is about to come. Now we're seeing different variants of Delta, Alpha, Gamma, Beta, God knows. Now, so you know, I'm clueless that what's going to happen next. I just keep telling people, stay healthy, stay fit, and that's why you must have seen I keep putting up posts and all. I'm enjoying myself. It's not about showing it to someone. I don't need to prove it to anybody else. I need to prove it to myself. I'm my own challenge. I keep challenging myself. That's more important. So 100%, keep the finger crossed, pray to Almighty as we all are praying. Now you must have seen the IMF World Youth Championship has started. And what a championship. You won't believe, Ranjit, I'm feeling so upset from inside. Yesterday, I was chatting with Mark Gordon and he told me, don't worry, my man, keep faith. Everything will be fine. I'm looking forward to seeing you November in Kazakhstan for the World Championship. But वो कहते ना, उम्मीद पे दुनिया कायम है. So we are just having faith and hope, and 100% if the things goes well, Corona is coming down. 100% FOK underground fight. And like I said, again, I'm having a 12:30 meeting with the Book My Show people, because we are trying to see that what next step to be taken. So Mr. Daud, have faith.
Awesome. So a huge event coming up if everything settles down properly. So
Yes.
the third question that we had was from Afan Rasak. So he has asked, amateur fighters are looted and it needs to stop. What are the measures that you can take?
See, now when you say amateur fighters are looted, now I'll be very honest to you. Like I said, Ranjit, you remember we started this talk a few weeks back. I'm not against any promotion, any federation. Fine, good luck to everybody, because everybody's trying to do some of the other good thing, but only follow the protocol. Fighter safety is the first thing what we each and every one of us believe. You won't believe, Ranjit, when we conducted the nationals in UP, it became so huge because we never expected 223 athletes to register. I even was very taken aback. I literally lost my cool. With my team, I said, why did you take so many registrations? We should have limited for each category not more than 16 to 20, 24 fighters. But every category, 5 categories crossed 32. And the shocking was the female category, which never happened. This time in female, atom weight, flyweight, strawweight, we had 24, 22 and 18 female participants. That was the huge success. But again, we saw to that. You'll believe, Ranjit, I disqualified 5 players. There was argument with the local people also that he's disqualifying our fighters. This is against our thing. I straight away told the minister and his team, sir, please leave this to me. You are giving me a good show. You are handling everything for the fighters. But again, please do not interfere in my matters when technical term comes, because if they have not submitted their RT-PCR report, if they have not submitted their medical report, please, we will not allow them, because this is what we are taught, Ranjit. And this many fighters still they don't understand. So, Afan, I would just say, beta, wherever you are training, see to that you represent in the right amateur circuit where you will not be looted. If anybody till date will openly say that, yes, Mr. Sharif Bapu has taken so much money from us, 100% I will answer on your channel only, Ranjit. I'll answer, and I will ask that person for first showing me the proof, because baseless allegation I don't believe. 100% if you say yes, we have taken more money, you can crucify us and I'll be liable, not my team. I will see that I answer it, and if my team has done anything wrong, I will see to that they are punished. And I openly say this, because here also in my nationals it was very open, Ranjit. We charge 2,500 rupees including of equipments to be used freely over there, because many people, they wouldn't get their own equipment. So we saw to that our own treasurer right now, Mr. Radhika Sheikh, who's the owner of Sikaido Sports, she sponsored 150 kits. You got it? So see, this is what we are trying to give from our side. We gave them MMA India membership card for 2 years. See, this is what we have created our own identity, Ranjit. You can see it. This is the card which we are giving it to all athletes, which validity will be there for 2 years, beginning from June 2021 till 2023. So if you are having this card number, we come to know how many athletes are registered with the MMA India National Federation. Second thing, it was inclusive of 3 days to 4 days stay over there in Lucknow. Free food. I won't say that the food was very lavish. You're getting a 5-star hotel buffet. Please, guys, 2,500 may stay, food, registration, equipment free, and card. What do you need more? Sharif Bapu is not belonging to an Ambani or Adani family. I'm myself a mediocre person, but yes, I have the will to do something for the society, for the athletes. And till date, even in my Karate Federation, where I have served as a coach, I was the joint secretary of the AIKF. I was the general secretary of the Maharashtra Karate Association. We have done justice. Sharif Bapu was the person who filed a writ petition in the Mumbai High Court against the Ministry of Sports, Secretary Sports, Director of Sports, and everybody, because we were not given justice. And today, touchwood, by the blessing of Almighty, I'm just a poor man. Like I said, there is a will for me. Where there is a will, there is a way. Today, Karate Sports gets the 25 marks, they get the sports quota, they're getting government jobs, and it is only because God gave me that opportunity to do something in life. And I'm blessed, I say, because every person does not get that opportunity to do good thing for others.
Awesome. So hope it answered Afan's question, and great to know that the MMA India had accommodation and food and everything for the nationals that recently here. So the next question that we had was from Faisal Kamruz. So he's asking a question that we get a lot. So how can I go in the UFC?
Ranjit, we were discussing this the last time. See, everybody, no doubt, 100%. Like for a Muslim person, Makkah is the main destination. For a Hindu person, he would go to Haridwar or the Char Dham and all. For the Gurudwara people, Amritsar, Golden Temple and all, these are big things. Same way. For every MMA fighter, UFC, it is the last, it's a big thing for them. Everybody 100% wants to become a Conor McGregor. They want to become a Dustin Poirier. They want to become a Khabib. But guys, again, start training. Train hard. You think it's easy to get into that cage? I've myself been a referee for more than 500 bouts internationally and nationally. And it's not easy, guys. It's not easy. When you step into the cage, then only you'll realize how difficult it is. But 100%, I salute to all the participants, whoever they may be. You're in the cage, you're yourself a winner. Because surviving for 3 minutes, 3 rounds, and for professional 5 minutes, 3 rounds, and for a belt title 5 minutes, 5 rounds, it's not an easy task. You have seen just Conor McGregor. I salute his spirit. Even after shin was broken, we saw he fell, but he did not do this, or he told the referee, Herb Dean, to see that I've broken my shin, stop the bout medically. He fought till the time the bell rang and the first round got completed. That is the spirit. Whatever people may say, Conor McGregor, he boasts, he got beaten up. Guys, they are legends. We follow them. Conor McGregor will still, he'll get a comeback, he'll get 100 crores. You and me won't. So that's the dedication. So you will get your due, only you need to follow the right guidelines. Keep moving slow and steady. Direct, if you'll take a lift to the top, you'll fall down. Go stepwise. Keep climbing the stairs. That is the way to success. I appreciate some of the Indian fighters in the pro circuit like Kantaraj, and there are many more. They are doing their best level. They lose, but they bounce back. This is what the game teaches us. Nobody is indispensable. A first ranker in the class will not always be the first. If other students, they are studying hard, 100% they will topple these people. But no doubt, consistency has to be maintained. So 100% you all will be getting a chance. Just pray to Almighty, keep training hard, have faith, and we are there to support you and guide you. I won't say yes, I will be. Like I told you, I was selected for being last year at the Fight Island. Mark Goddard himself messaged me, Sharif, I took your name. I recommended your name to the UFC people. Then they said, no, because India has 5 million cases in September. They said, we don't want anybody from Team India. So they said, fine, it's fine. My other colleagues, junior to me, got an opportunity. But good, I'm happy for them. When my time will come, I'll get the due. We have got many senior and quite good officials who come at the World Championship. Prasad Gaitonde, who has been going to IMF events since 2015, spending lakhs and lakhs of rupees. Guys, we also keep doing our part. You do yours. 100% you'll be successful.
Awesome, awesome. So the next two questions we have from Div Mohan and Kanova. So both of them has asked how to participate in IMMAF events.
See, IMF events, I've told you all, we have state bodies. Today, MMA India is the only national body. I can proudly say that I'm not only just words, I've got proofs. Today, MMA India is recognized and registered in close to 28 states and union territories. Almost 32 more people have joined us. We'll be declaring it in the coming week. So many people are moving in. It's become a big family for us. In the Northeast, we have completed almost the full Northeast, whether it is Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, everywhere our team is there. East region, we have got Calcutta, we have got Jharkhand. Recently, you must have seen that Jharkhand people also posted their logo. Even I recommended them. In West Zone, we have got myself sitting in Maharashtra. Gujarat, we have nice people. Rajasthan, we have team. And Goa also, recently we gave it to Mr. Tashi, who's having a nice club in Goa towards the Kalangut side. And coming to the south, you know it, Ranjit. Prasad is there in Karnataka, Ajit is there in Chennai, Khalid is doing a great job in Telangana. Andhra Pradesh, we got a new recruit very well, who was previously a karate champion also in the national, Mr. Nagendra Babu. He's taken over Andhra Pradesh. So we have covered up the entire country almost. Punjab, we have got Charanjit Singh, who is to be an SFL fighter. Kuldeep Singh is our general secretary over there still. Kuldeep fought in MFL. We don't stop anybody from anywhere. Professional fighters, yes, you can go anywhere. It's full freedom. But yes, amateur people, you have to be with us. So you can, whichever state you belong, club, your district, you can join in the MMA India state associations. You can get all the details from our website. We are updating the website within a week's time or 15 days. Everything will be in space. And 100%, the moment you are a member of the state association, automatically you are a member of the National Federation. The National Federation does not charge any money from individual clubs and gyms. What previously we used to pay. I used to pay close to 70,000 rupees to my previous federation. I don't want to name anybody, but I've got proofs of that. When Bapu Sharif says anything on camera, he has full proof, right from a bank statement to transfers and everything. But today, what we are charging is peanuts. To the state association, one fees, 1 year, and that's it. And that also certain state, which are small state and union territories, we have given them 50% discount in the fees. And because of this corona, so we have given a 50% discount to everybody. So go slow and steadily, 100%. You win your club, you win your state medalist in the state. Your state will recommend you to the nationals, one nationals, 100% you will be selected for the IMF championship. And that is the biggest state. Like you must be knowing, Ranjit, Kantaraj also participated in the IMF World Championship in 2015. And in the first bout only, he lost. But that's what made him a strong person today. He has a good game. He's a down-to-earth person, and we respect them. That's how there have been many players who have participated in IMF. Like I was just telling you, Karan Chavan. Karan Chavan is very good nationally. But when it came to IMF, see, it takes time. I'm not saying because the Russian, the Uzbek team, they are very strong boys. Especially Americans, the Sweden team, Bahrain. Bahrain is excellent team now because thanks to all the Russian, they have a lot of Russian coaches and many of the Russians have taken citizenship in Bahrain and they play dual citizenship and they play for Bahrain.
Awesome. So the next question that we have is from Kamal Preet. So Kamal Preet actually has two questions. First question I'll ask: why the costs are too much for fighters who are going to fight in international tournaments?
Okay, see now the problem, Ranjit, as you also know it, and I think every federation knows this. It's not only about MMA. whether it's MMA, karate, judo, aikido, taekwondo. Though judo, karate, so now chalo, there is some problem. So though it's karate has come in the Olympics, we'll be seeing very soon in the coming this weekend from next week the karate team, because I have been all my heart a karate player since 78, and you can understand my heart goes out over there to my mother's sport. But 100% I'm telling you, we don't get any government funding. We don't get even a single rupee from any government organization, because again, let me remind each and every person, MMA is not recognized by the International Olympic Committee, nor is it recognized by the Olympic Council of Asia, nor it is still recognized by the Global Sports Accord. Guys, WADA, so IMF has applied to WADA to become a signatory in WADA. IMF has applied to guys. Once we get the membership, hopefully we're keeping the fingers crossed, maybe by the end of this year or maybe by next year, 100%, because IMF's application has been now for 3 years, and even IMF has filed an international, they filed a case in the international court also. But then now WADA has told them that please wait, we will try to do something. So now they have halted that case, but the case is still there in the court. So like I said that, we don't get any funding from the government and all, because still we are not a recognized game with the IOC or the OCA. But 100% IMF is trying its level best to get the recognition. When it will get 100%, even here we are planning, trying to get some help from the sponsors and also every individual has to try something or the other through his coach. Like Sheikh Khalid does a lot for Mehboob, it. Because Mehboob condition is not that good. But Sheikh Khalid has always been supporting him. Even the federation has been supporting Mehboob. Like given in last time, we gave him a concession of $250 so that the federation chipped in for him. 2017, one of my fighter, Nishiganda Rao, she's been a kickboxing also national champion. Nishiganda's complete money was sponsored by one of my friend who owns a company. He had given 1,15,000 rupees. And that even you can ask Nishiganda, only Mr. Bapu saying something, it is irrelevant. You can rectify it with Nishiganda and she will say yes, 100%. Because I had taken her to that person who was keen on sponsoring some female athletes. And when he saw Nishiganda, the spirit in her, the dedication, because Nishiganda is a beautiful girl, used to have long hair. And, prior to going to the international, she shaved her head off. You can just imagine a female completely going bald. See, that is what it speaks. Just complaining, mujhe ye nahi mil raha, I'm not getting this, my coach is harassing me. See, today we saw our silver medalist in the Olympics. What do they get? She was craving for a pizza, and really, I'm not a fan of Domino's pizza at all, but 100% I appreciate the gesture of Domino's pizza. When they have said that we'll give you a lifetime Domino's pizza. See, these are small things, but for them, it matters a lot. Guys, I've met Deepa Karmakar. Whenever she comes to Mumbai, we catch up and all. What was Deepa's background? You see, prior to 2016, she became famous in Rio Olympics. Though she didn't get a medal, but what she performed, she came the 4th or 5th. What she performed, that was beyond imagination. She got a Khel Ratna. Today she is herself a celebrity. Sachin Tendulkar released her book in Mumbai 3 years back, where I myself was over there for that function in Tajlands. So what I'm trying to say, where there is a will, there is a way. And 100% Ranjit, I'll be very honest, see, now the World Championship is coming up. You'll believe what is the prize money, not the prize money, how much every athlete will have to shell out? It will be close to quarter to 2 lakhs. Now I'm saying it openly, maybe more than that. Why? The ticket costing from here to Kazakhstan is coming to 80,000 rupees. Now, my father does not own any airline, Ranjit. I'm a poor person, like I told you. I don't even have a bus of my own. We belong to good families, but well-to-do, that's fine. But we are not very big industrialists or big businessmen. Okay, yes, I can sponsor the entire team, 15, 20 lakhs. That's not possible. And in this pandemic, you won't believe the work has completely it's come to a halt. A guy like me, he's going to various places of big shot people and training them and getting the money. I will end up watching thousands of episodes on Netflix, Amazon and all, which I did it at the start. I watched 800 episodes where there's money heist or many of the things. But what I'm trying to say, you have to work on. Even today, I'm going to places. I don't feel shy that being the MMA India national president, being the vice president of the entire National Martial Arts Games Federation of India, where recently I was appointed. There was Mr. Suresh Gopi from Jujutsu. There was Mr. Shiv Panchal from grappling, Mr. Narendra Moore from Savate and karate. There was Mr. Premjit Sen from Hapkido. Kickboxing was there. So many people were there. Motha, Mr. Sriram was there. So everybody was there where I got appointed as the vice president. I'm the president of the Academy of Self-Defense, international board member of the Women's Commission, Youth Development Commission of IMF, international referee. But then I do not shy away from working. Till date, I go privately, I train students, I come back. Why? There is no harm in that. I've not become old that I'll sit in my place and, only just give orders like other people do. Sharif Bapu is a grounded person. He loves to be on the mat and still train. That's been my life all along. So every person will understand that 80,000 rupees trip to Kazakhstan. Then the IMF registration for 9 days stay, food and everything comes to $1,000. Now you only calculated, Ranjit, it's become more than 1,50,000 over here itself. Then the visa cost, then the kit cost, training camp, then the travel over there, the local travel, you get down airport, if there is a bus by the local federation, good. Otherwise, wherever you go, you will need to, something or the other. Then if you need to eat something different, kabhi hota hai na, when we go outside, though you have a food packet, but still you would love to eat the roadside street food. For whatever, everything needs money. 100% we will try to support. But how much can we try? For how many athletes can we try? That's why we are speaking to people. That's why we had a tie-up with UFC Gym also. So UFC Gym, now this time, we are having a very big refereeing and judging seminar. It will be the first time in India where it is going to be a huge seminar in this pandemic offline. So many people have booked their tickets. So far, already 20 people have already registered. And till 5th of August, God knows how many will register. Everybody is coming, and I'm thankful to UFC Gym. Special mention to Mr. Ishtiaq Ansari, where the new gym is opening on the 9th of August, and the 13th and 14th, we are conducting a seminar over there. Then again, my thanks to Mr. Irfan Khan, the he's a good pro fighter of SFL also. He was the captain of the Mumbai team also. And Irfan is just like a younger brother to me. Said, Sharif sir, you want, I've got a small cage, like not a proper cage, but he has got, the square cage. He said, you can do the practicals over there. If you have any issues, Fight Elite MMA is open for you, because that also the gym got opened last week. So see, this is what is the rapport we carry with each and everyone. Abhijit Petkar got involved with me too with the SOW. Sharif sir, why don't you do SOW? I'm fighting the main event. So see, this I'm taking the names because they care for us, because they also know, the fighters also know. During the SFL time also, I was the person who was standing in between the SFL team and the fighters. Any problem, I used to come in the middle as the event commissioner. So this is what we are. So once 100%, if MMA game has some recognition, we get good sponsors. We are trying our level best, but now you see, everybody wants to help first the pandemic people suffering so many. And now in Maharashtra only, you must have seen 1 week back, entire Maharashtra towards the coastal region was flooded. Everybody's house was submerged in water 10 to 12 feet. So now we are sending a very big relief team, goods worth more than 10 to 15 lakh rupees. I work for many NGOs in my locality, and we are doing that. I'm myself contributing close to 20,000 rupees for that same. So see, we all keep doing our work. We don't need to show or tell anybody. Silent things are much better.
So I'll club up a couple of questions. So Abdusar Khan, Praveen, and Abdusar Khan has actually asked what to do to fight in underground fight nights. And another question is, I have started practicing MMA. Can I get opportunities in international level? So I think you already answered that question. So yeah. So regarding underground fight nights, are there any new updates?
Now coming to any promotion, underground fight night, no doubt, because it was huge. Because there for amateur also, I was paying them money and a good amount. What, sorry to say, today even small promotion, they say pro. I'm not against any promotion, Ranjit. I'll be very honest. They are friends with me. They message me, hello Sharif sir, how are you? You're looking fit and fine. But what I'm trying to tell them, when you say a promotion, when you say a pro fight, at least give them that worth also of that pro fight. I feel a minimum of pro fighters should always get close to 50,000 rupees at least. At least. Because one injury to them in those bouts, his medical expense bills would turn out to be more than 1.5 lakhs to 2 lakhs. I appreciate you, Ranjit, a lot. I'm telling you today from the front. We are meeting face to face online for the first time. But when I see you putting up stories for professional fighters, pro fighters who have injured themselves, they don't have any money and all. So, I appreciate that what you people are doing through your medium. This is what is important, because media creates a hype. And when you post something, 100% people will look into that. And I really appreciate that. What you do, even MMA India show or even other channels, whatever they are trying to do. I really appreciate those gestures. Because recently, I think you had put up a good post for one of our pro fighters from Thane. That female, she's a good fighter, Manjeet. So it's a good thing, and this is what I appreciate. And I'm telling again, guys, you will all get a good opportunity. Again, have faith, believe in Almighty. Nobody gets success overnight. Even Mahendra Singh Dhoni movie, if you have seen the struggle of Dhoni. He was the ticket collector on the railway station for a couple of years. Imagine, I've been to Kharagpur station and I know what kind of a railway station Kharagpur is in West Bengal. It's not that lucrative, guys. Success does not come overnight. You will need to struggle. You will need to put in effort. Today, the legend Milkha Singh is no more, but we all remember him. Why do we remember him? Because those are legends. They didn't have shoes. Still, they used to run. They used to have thorns in the legs. Still, they used to run. Blood used to come. They used to not give up. They used to not have any excuses. No, I'm a poor person. I don't get that. What about our recent Olympian silver medalist? That female proved it to the world. So, guys, have faith. Keep training hard. You will get all the success and everything. And like everybody saying, want to go to the UFC? You become a good amateur fighter. 100%, what's the benefit of IMF? Once you are in IMF, if you are a consistent medal winner like Mehboob, seeing Mehboob's story, the PFI director messaged me. I told you, Ranjit, Lauren Mack, the Mr. Bapu, I've seen this story of one of your fighter, Mr. Mehboob Khan. I would like to talk to him. So please give me his number. And I gave it. Now, what was the discussion between both? I didn't even ask. But I'm happy. So today, media plays a very important role. And I'm telling each and every person again, have faith. Keep training hard. Success will come. Overnight, nothing is going to happen. You will have to go step by step and you will reach the zenith, the goal sighted. Yes, I have to go there. Like IMF, I was saying, many of the top IMF players today who have been world champions, they are playing for Brave. Like one of the good fighter, I appreciate that boy, Mohammad Mokau from UK. Because I have refereed his couple of bouts. And in every bout, he comes up with something different. That boy is really to watch for. Now, he's been taken over by Brave. He's playing for Brave. Maybe very soon he might go in for another very big promotion. So because when you do something good, you don't need my help. Sharif Bapu would just be a medium to guide you. That's it. You will only take your path. Your path will choose yourself. Just have faith, train hard. Don't give any excuse. No, I'm having this, that. Bullshit. Try to bear the pain. There is a saying, no gain without pain. And once you adapt that pain, 100% in life, you don't need anybody. You will go ahead.
Awesome. I think you also answered one more question in between that. Kamal Preet had asked, what are the benefits of fighter fighting in IMAF? So you mentioned examples of Mukawe, Mahboob and Kanrad. So I think that question is already answered. So another question that we have is from, I think, Multani. He's asking what you think of Inaya joining IMAF. I think for the uninitiated guys,
you won't believe, Inaya has been one of my very close child. 2 years back, I gave Inaya a chance in fighting in MMA India as my state level tournament for the Mayor Cup. Though I'll be very honest to you, see now Inaya's coaches, they want to be freelancer. See what's the main problem Ranjit has become with the coaches now. I'll be very honest to you. They want to be goody with every person. They want to be good with Mr. Bapu. They want to be good with other MMA promotion people. They want to be goody with another MMA federation. But they fail to understand loyalty pays. You'll never see my fighters like Karan Chawan and all for going and fighting in any other promotion because they know that the biggest platform is MMA India and IMF. That also because of IMF. Again, I'm saying, I'm thankful that I belong to the world's largest federation. Today, Mr. Bapu has connection in 100 countries. Yes, 100 countries. Because being the national federation, so many people, they talk to me, they call me up. Big fighters from the one championship like Ann Osman. We both chat with each other. She messaged me, Mr. Bapu, you're doing a lovely thing with the women's thing. So please let me also know. Now, Ann Osman has been herself a celebrity player in one championship. She's also the talent director in one championship and vice president in the Mixed Martial Art Association of Malaysia. So see, these are connected people. Today, 2 days back, we had a call with Mr. Rich Crenny, who's the chairperson of the coaching commission, and John Kanawa, Conor McGregor, coach and all, they are together in the Vim 2 Warrior. They've created a different sort of a technique, like, you know, a training package they've created. So it's a Vim 2 Warrior and specialist MMA. Now, I'm getting Vim 2 Warrior and specialist MMA over here in India. So myself, Ajit Sigamani, we are trying to get, you know, over here. So John Kanawana has taken that, and John Kanawana is doing that for Irish mixed martial art. I'm being the president. I'm getting that over here in India. So, you know, the techniques, what they teach, that will be followed. And within 6 months, a novice, a person who has not done martial art at all, within 6 months, he is able to compete in any amateur circuit. So see, we are trying our level best. But again, have faith. You will have to have that loyalty. Inaya, again, Inaya, coach is a freelancer. He wants to be good with everybody. I don't want to name him. But again, I appreciate Inaya's father. Inaya's father always wanted an Inaya to participate in IMF. And this year, you won't believe, I had selected Inaya. My son was selected. Vikram from Mysore, you know, Vikram from Mysore. His son was selected. And there were more 5-6 students. Unfortunate for us. We come in the red zone. The Bulgarian embassy over here said no. Team India won't be allowed only. Then I spoke to the ministry and my team over there in Bulgaria, the Bulgarian president, because our Bulgarian president is an ex-UFC fighter, Mr. Stanislav. His wife, she's doing excellent work. This time they're hosting such a lovely championship. You just see those videos, you'll get flattered. Small kids, what submission they are doing. It's hats off to those people. They're training hard. They have something. You know, the fire is there in their belly to prove. So guys, Inaya, 100%, she's a very good. But again, my request to Inaya's coach and Inaya's father again, please do not take Inaya for fighting in any pro fight. How can you, Ranjit, you know this game very well because you're handling the media. How can a 10-year, 11-year-old girl fight a pro fight? Now, tell me one thing, who will answer this question of mine? You'll believe when Mark Goddard designed the youth MMA, we are divided into 3 categories. Category C, Category B, Category A. Category C is for 12 to 13 age group. Now, Category B is for 14 to 15. And Category A is 16 to 17. But in all the categories, face punches are not allowed. Head shots are not allowed. Now, I have seen a couple of Inaya's bout when she was 9-year-old. They are punching on the face. Come on, guys. What are you trying to do? You're spoiling the child's future, I'll be very honest. She's an excellent child. She has got excellent potential. But if Inaya is going to do this, I'm very sorry, then I'm speechless, Ranjit. I can't say anything more. But this year, Inaya was given a chance. But unfortunately, IMF said, sorry, Mr. Bapu, this year, Team India cannot. That's why you will believe, Ranjit, even in European is coming, Prague is coming, World Cup, we are not participating. Why? Because I want the team to train now with the second wave coming up. Why are we still taking the national selection for the World Championship? Our national medalists are there. But problem, our nationals happened in the month of February. Now, the World Championship is in November, a gap of 9 months. Now, what is their condition? Have they trained? They are not training. They've got injury. That is why in September, we have already declared, you must have seen, you also shared my poster, 10th, 11th and 12th, proper cage of 30 by 30 feet. We are doing the FOK also over there. Yes, that FOK also we are doing over there. I just wanted to say that it was a surprise, but now I have declared it. The FOK is also happening over there. It would be a fight night and 100% we are having again Indian Open, but the medalist in the national championship, they will be considered a separate category for that mostly. So we are planning something. Tomorrow I've got a call with my technical team and we are going to plan up so that the medalists won't have to fight again all the bouts. Either they will directly be placed in the quarterfinals and the newcomers, will win, come up till the quarterfinals, then play with these fighters. So that's what we are trying to do, because again, a few of our good fighters will be sent to Russia in the month of September to train over there. So we are planning something. So see, we are doing whatever we can, and it's all happening because MMA India is like a family. It's not a family affair. Family is there, but all separate. We don't run a family business. MMA India is a federation where all the board members are different, where all the board members are from different region and states. And that is what is MMA India. We club to each other like this. So this is what I would love to send my message. And God bless to each and every fighter, 100%. Keep train hard. Success, like I said, Ranjit, overnight nahi aati hai. Bahut mehnat karni padti. When I fought in 1993 in the World Championship of International Judo Federation, you see this teeth of mine? It's artificial. We all pay a price. 1991, I fought in Germany, I fought in Japan, I fought in Holland. That time I used to get a good sponsor from East West Airlines and Akbar Travels, because my father is a Malayali, even I'm a Mallu, but yeah, I'm purely from Mumbai. I hardly Mansla ille, very little Korchu, I would speak. But 100%, yes, my father was a great guy, though he's no more today. He just expired in 2019, the day I come back from the IMF World Championship of 18th of November, and same evening he passes away. And after 3 days, I conducted the Brave event in Hyderabad. So for us, work is worship. That is what my fathers have taught us, my teachers have taught us.
Awesome.
Yes, Ranjit.
Awesome. So it's not a question that we have next, it's a suggestion I guess from Pushkar Vora. So he is saying that make free training centers for MMA. So could you just tell us about the feasibility or like possibility?
Now see, we have a tie-up with the UFC gym. Now what is this tie-up all about? It is now, see, we are having our refereeing and judging course in their premises, a beautiful premise, 6,000 square feet gym, you can imagine, spending around close to 5 crore, 6 crore rupees. Hats off to Mr. Ishtiaq Ansari and his vision. They have 2 centers already in Delhi and Noida. I think another center is coming Mumbai within another 2 weeks time. Very soon, our open center is going to come up in Goa also. I think Ishtiaq would be the best person to answer that. So they have a planning, like within 5 years, they will have close to 20-25 centers or maybe more than that. This is their vision. Why we are having a tie-up with them? So that MMA India good players, national players, they get an opportunity to train over there in those gyms. Now see, those gyms, Ranjit, you also know, the pricing of those gyms will be way high. It's a normal gym also today you go, they charge you 3,000, 4,000 rupees per month. Minimum. This is minimum what I'm saying. 5,000, 10, 6,000, even 10,000 per month. Some gyms are charging if you need a personal trainer and all to coach you. UFC gym, you can imagine what would be their charge. I don't know the charge, but still I'm saying. But here, MMA India, good athletes will be getting discounted rates. When we have the team participating at international championship, whether it's the Asian, European, World Cup, World Championship, or any championship, this team will be trained over there free of cost. Nothing. Only they will have to manage their stay in whichever vicinity the training camp is held, and the training tatamis, UFC gym, as you know, they have a cage also. Here in this gym, the cage is coming up by the end of August because it's coming from Russia, and they have a proper octagon because only they are allowed to use the octagon. Otherwise, you also know the legality, nobody can use an octagon. Otherwise, the UFC team internationally will literally send you a love letter. So this is the benefit. 100% even I'm planning up that every center of mine in the complete region, that is today I feel I can proudly say MMA India has more than 200 centers with them in 28 states, 28 to 30 states and union territories. So out of these 200 plus centers, 100% I've told all my team, and we are again going to have a discussion pertaining to this when we catch up for the refereeing and judging seminar in Mumbai, that 10% should be allowed if they are good. they're talented, allow them to train for free. I've done a lot. I've created fighters in karate. They have participated in national, international, way back in 2006 in Asian. We have seen that they are trained completely free. Maximum instructors of mine today, you won't believe, Ranjit, I'm the only person in the country I can proudly say that none of my students have left me. So, you know, in martial art fraternity, you are a good student of this coach, you become black belt and all, then you start your own dojo in front of your master's dojo only, challenging your master. This is happening. But Mr. Bapu Sharif can proudly say, none of my students have left me till date. Why? Because I have taught them for free. I don't charge them anything. Right from the training camp to everything is free. Even if they need, you'll believe, Mr. Ranjit, you'll be shocked if I tell you, though my all centers are closed, Mr. Bapu has 100 centers of his own from Academy of Self-Defense. All the earnings stopped. You can say a loss of more than 75 lakh rupees in this 15 months. But till date, I'm paying a salary to my instructors. Not full salary. I'll be honest about that also. But at least I'm giving them a salary where something they are able to survive. And I'm paying all my instructor almost. So this I can proudly say. And it's not me, Ranjit. God makes me do the good work. It's nothing. I don't have anything. God has been having his mercy on me. I've been blessed, I should say. That's why till date, a lot of things have happened in my lifetime also. I've also met many people. We became friends. We became brothers. But then unfortunately, we had to separate. But that's life, what I say. And due respect to them also, I always believe in true, healthy relationship because that is what is important. Because tomorrow you don't know, Ranjit, where you will get an opportunity to ride. Rest in peace, Mr. Bapu. This is life.
Hopefully not so. May you have a long life. So I think we have covered all the questions. So before we close, is there anything that you want to tell to the MMA community in general and the whole fans that will be watching this video?
Honestly, I'm a fan of all the fighters. I enjoy when I see them fight. I've always observed small kids also. Even in my karate dojo, I used to learn from a 7-year-old child also, because what flips and all he used to do, even I was not able to do that. So my master in Japan has always taught me one thing: learning never ends. So don't call yourself a pioneer or a legend. Bullshit, you are not, buddy. You are not. You are not a pioneer and all. Please don't say that. You feel that, good for you. But I will never call myself. I till date, I remember Santosh Mastre of the kickboxing. When he had met me in 2014 in my house, he had put up a post on Facebook. I met the king of karate in India, Mr. Sharif Bapu. And I immediately messaged that message is still there on Facebook. I said, please, Mister, that's your love, what you're calling me a king, but I'm not a king. I'm a fellow worker. I love to work. So we are nothing. We have just come over here to perform our duties. Like Shakespeare used to say, the world is a big stage. We all come, we enact, we act, we do our things and we pass off. That's it. So keep doing good things in life, guys. God is there to give you. Mr. Bapu, Mr. Dana White is not going to give you a chance in UFC if you are going to keep sending him messages. He won't even be looking at your messages. You understand? Not at Mr. Bapu. Mr. Bapu will at least reply to your messages. But again, nobody is going to give you that platform. Pray to Almighty. Have faith within yourself. Train hard. Success will only come with hard work. You will not get success if you're not going to work hard. If you're just going to sit in one place and you say that money is going to come, nothing is going to come. You will have to move yourself. You have to keep doing things. And 100% I assure you guys, you will become something in life. We have seen many people. You don't know that you call fans. I call them that I'm their fans. Because I love seeing my fighters. I love when they fight in the cage. And when I see them, I feel a sense of pride comes in me. Yes, they are the player. Because they are there, today we are there. We exist. अगर राजा के पास प्रजा ही नहीं होगी तो राजा को सलाम कौन करेगा, Mr. Ranjit? If you need people to salute you, you need people. And people will only come when you are good, when you are able to do something for them. And again, give and take is a relationship. People say, but no, I say one thing. If you are doing good for someone, never expect anything from them. Because the moment you have expectations from them, then that is the sad part. Then you feel hurt, you get into depression, and you feel frustrated, and you feel like doing something to that guy. Why, buddy? Why? Do good things, live away, forget it. वो कहावत है ना, नेकी कर और दरिया में डाल. Do good deeds and forget it. God is there to give you, Mr. Ranjit. I'm a beggar. Daily morning when I sit for my prayers, I beg in front of my Almighty. I tell Allah, please do something good. Give me so much of money or something that I should be able to give it with my both hands to people and support them. In this last nationals also, you can ask all the fighters who came over there. I openly announced to pep them up, because even I knew that, things were not going the way I wanted. I said, any knockouts you do, I'll give you 500 rupees. So if I get 100 knockouts, I'm ready to give you 50,000 rupees. And fighters did. We had 15, 16 knockouts we had. And everybody on the stage, when they came up, sir, trophy diya, paisa bhi to do. I said, beta, take it. In front of the crowd, I gave them the 500 rupees. That was a very small amount. It was nothing. One pizza they can at least eat. But yes, the will should be there. I have many good people. Like, I won't take the name of the person because she does not want it. This female 2 years back just contacted me through some people and social media she saw, and she said, Mr. Bapu, I would like to contribute some money to you for the fighters. And I said, why, ma'am? No, I would like to. I said, please, internationally money I don't take, because I don't know what the money is for. I said, I would come into the FARA Act and all. She said, don't worry, the money will be transferred from India only. And you'll believe, till date, I give each and every penny's account to that lady. And she tells me, Mr. Bapu, please don't do this. I have full faith in you. Even anything more you need, let me know. I'm there to support you. Now, Mr. Ranjit, I didn't knew this lady till 2 years back. Today, we are very good friends. We have never met, only chatting, online, social media. But see, God sends you. There are people, I say angels. Angels ऐसे ही आते हैं. So I think keep doing good work. Honestly, Almighty will support you. God bless you all. Be honest in whatever you are doing. पैसा हर एक इंसान कमा लेता है. Earning money is easy, but earning the faith of people, that is more important. So thanks a lot, Mr. Ranjit. God bless you and your team, doing great work, and namaste.